the hashtag replay. I am not going to be before you long. Before we begin, y'all, go purchase my ebook. It's available in the description box below. Yes, it's a science fiction retelling of the Book of Ruth. So yes, y'all, it also comes with a webtoon series and a coloring book. So get it while it lasts. So without further delay, let's jump right into it, shall we? This is Wonder Man, season mini series, episode 4. Let's jump right into it, shall we? I'm gonna randomly be holding this. So y'all, this episode is one of my favorites because I do like episodes like this where we get a backstory on why it is our characters do what they do, say what they say, or why the world is the way that it is. And we get a backstory on DeMarr Davis, also known as the Doorman, and why the Doorman Clause is in Hollywood in the MCU universe. So let's jump right into it. It says DeMarr Davis. The episode actually begins with DeMarr Davis, a doorman working at the Wilcox Club in Los Angeles. And while he's there, you guys, he's exposed to toxic waste because his boss wanted him to go outside. His boss actually gives him like a round of applause. Like, many people move out here to become actors and singers and dancers, and you just chilling. You at work chilling, living your best life. And he's like, yeah, I like what I do. I'm not really trying to be an actor. I'm not really trying to be out here like that. So it says, y'all, like the doorman works at the Wilcox, exposed to toxic waste leaking from a Roxxon dumpster behind the club. For those of you that don't know, y'all, Roxxon is a company that is very unethical in what they use, and Shield has got onto them about that. The accident transports Davis to a surreal door-filled dimension before returning him to Earth, permanently altered. He gains the ability to phase through solid matter and to teleport objects and people by allowing them to pass through his body. So when a fire breaks out, y'all, at the Wilcox Club, David uses his power to save actor Josh Gad and pretty much the entire people there. And the media dubs him the doorman. Josh Gad hires him as his personal bodyguard while developing his heist film, Cash Grab. Gad struggles to find a fresh hook and decides to cast David as one of his robbers, incorporating his real body into real life. Salut. Hello, how are you? Get them likes up. How are you? Yes, y'all, so Josh is actually the one that's going to be there. How y'all doing? Get them likes up. Josh Gad actually is the one that tells him, hey Dave, hey DeMarr, hey Davis, I can't act either, you can't act, but you have a superpower. So let's get this money, let's get to this bread, let's get to this bag. And so he's all for that. So then y'all, Cash Grab actually becomes a surprise hit, and David's celebrity skyrockets. However, constant exposure, public scrutiny, and criticism begin to wear him down. So here's the thing, y'all. He never wanted to be an actor. How y'all doing? Get them likes up. If you entered in, just get the likes up. 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 Y'all, he didn't even want to be an actor. He didn't even want to do all this. He just wanted to be a doorman, security, save. That's all he wanted to do. And for some odd strange reason, no one wanted to listen to him, and then they just catapulted him into stardom. But y'all, what money and power do, they just amplify who you already are. So if you weren't a happy person before money and power, you're going to be a very unhappy person with it. If you were a sad person with money and power, I mean, if you were like a very mean person with money and power, you're gonna be the sad, mean person with it. An angry person without money is gonna be a very tyrant person, a money person with it. Trust me. I'm telling y'all something. Let's hear me when I tell you this. So y'all, all this stuff drives this man to alcoholism. Hi, Mason. All this stuff drives him to alcoholism, right? And he doesn't know what he's supposed to be doing. But during the production of Cash Grab 2, because he's a raging alcoholic because he can't handle his emotions, he loses Josh Gad. Y'all, Josh Gad faded through and ain't never came back since. In a catastrophic accident on set, gas passed through David's body and vanishes, apparently erased or lost somewhere beyond reality. Here's the thing about that, y'all. All Davis had to do is just go in the void to go get him. Why does nobody think to go in? No, don't let nobody else do it, because then you'll end up trapping a whole bunch of people, and then you really gonna go to prison. You go inside and you bring them out yourself. That's what you do. And then when Gad was never recovered, the Department of Damage Control places Davis under lifelong surveillance. Y'all, he went to prison. I know what they was trying to say, and thank you all for the likes and the hearts. I appreciate it. I really do. I know what they were trying to say, y'all. I don't know why they tried to make it PG. They put that man in prison. Prison. Hear me when I tell you this. This is prison. They put that man in prison for the rest of his life, y'all, for getting rid of that man. Because technically, he's responsible for that man disappearing. So you do have to... There's some consequences that have to be faced, y'all. Like, it was an accident, but it could have been avoided. So, yeah. So, in response, Hollywood studios quietly implemented what became known as the Doorman Clause, a secret industry-wide rule banning superpowered individuals from appearing in films and television, and require all actors to sign a contract affirming that they possess, no extraordinary abilities. So, hi. Hey, Rosario. So, how y'all doing? Y'all get them likes up, get them likes up, get them likes up. What is 61, Dusty? 61. So, y'all, I understand that was a freak accident. I really do. But here's the thing. Get them likes up. But here's the thing, you guys. Here's the thing. Y'all can't blame every single superhero because of Doorman. Y'all can't do that. That's not right. That's not good, y'all. And I can tie this back into life. Y'all can't blame every single person for what that one person did to y'all. Y'all can't be doing that. How you doing? I said, y'all can't be doing that. That's not right. That's not nice. I'm not saying do a case-by-case basis, because I don't believe in that either. But what I am saying is, they blame all superheroes for what Doorman did. What if my powers don't do what Doorman did? What if my powers is being able to read minds? What am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with that? Like, come on now. How you going to blame me? Now I can't act. Now I can't be in movies. Now I can't direct and write and live my dream out as an actor or an entertainer because Doorman didn't have control of his abilities. Why I gotta get blamed for that? I don't think that's right. Why I gotta get blamed for that? Hi, Nardo. How y'all doing? Get them likes up. Why do I have to get blamed for that? That ain't fair. That ain't fair. And I understand a lot of people's frustrations. Like, why am I being blamed for that? But, you guys, that was episode 4. I am going to be coming back on here. I am. Make sure you subscribe to who's ever coming in. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to make sure to have, like, something always, like, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. But as always, y'all, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, come back. I'm coming back on here, y'all, to do anime news. So if you want to hear anime news, please stay to subscribe. If you want to hear anime news, subscribe. If you want to hear anime news, subscribe. I'm going to keep saying that. I'm going to have a Dr. Umar moment. If you want to hear some anime news, because I'm going to do anime news tonight, subscribe. Subscribe. So you can hear, because I'm about to really talk about some anime for a good bit. I'm going to talk about some anime. So subscribe, because I'm about to come back on here with some food, and I'm going to talk about some anime news. All right? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, come back, and like. You got that right, Nardo. Your favorite uncle loves you always. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm going to go eat. Bye.